So this is the famous kueh in on Carpenter Street.
Cooking apa?
Hi, this is Cooking Apa. I'm now in Kuching, Sarawak. So this is along Carpenter Street, a very popular tourist spot. And I have come to the first thing I arrive here is always to come and have a try of my favorite kueh chap. Okay, so behind me, this is the very famous kueh chap in Carpenter Street. Let me change the angle for you. So this is the famous kueh chap on Carpenter Street. Okay, you can actually see from here they have a lot of choices of dishes. Yeah, it's basically a rice noodle with braised soup, and you can actually add a lot of different innards or duck and tofu and also egg. Yeah, it is very flavorful. All right, this is how the kueh chap looks like. It actually looks like a piece of paper, yeah, but made with rice noodle and with the braised Chinese braised soup. You will be able to taste a lot of star anise cinnamon flavor inside. Okay, and I usually order a separate plate of meat. Yeah, I ordered some 3-layer pork, some braised duck, and intestine and egg. And sometimes, if you don't want to order this way, you can also just order one bowl with a mix. They will mix everything for you. Okay, and here's their sambal, yeah, the chili paste. Okay. All right. So let me show you. So this is the rice noodle. I hope you can see. So as you can see, it's a very nice and flavorful diluted braised soup. Usually they will cook the braised first. After that, they will actually dilute it, yeah, with either some water or some stock. Okay, so to make it a soup. Okay, this is the intestine. I always like intestine because, you know, with any kind of meat that you can find, if you taste the sweetness, it is not really the meat; it is actually the fat. So the intestine here actually has a lot of fat. So the moment you eat it, the more you bite it, the fat and the flavor keeps on coming up into and come out in your mouth, and it is very flavorful. Okay, let me try the braised duck. Usually braised duck will be slightly dry, just a little bit dry, and let me chase it with a kueh chap. Now, very strangely, just like I mentioned, in Peninsula, we can't really find kueh chap except for Penang. Okay, and in Singapore, it is actually very common. In Johor Bahru, we have what we call kueh tiao kia. Okay, it's all very different shapes and everything. So even if you're looking at the Penang kueh chap, it's actually different. Penang kueh chap is more hard, it's harder than this. These are much softer. Okay, so they are all from the same family but different breed. Okay, like the kueh tiao kia in Johor Bahru is like the normal kueh tiao, but very small and very thin. You always chase it. Okay, let me try the 3-layer pork. I think this sambal chili, they also added a bit of lime calamansi juice. Nice. And I like to add in some egg. Okay, we're adding some egg into my soup. Very nice indeed, very nice indeed. Okay, I think those who come to Sarawak should definitely come here and have a try and test it out. Besides the kueh chap, they also sell fish porridge, and it's actually a braised fish porridge, which is not too bad as well. You can try that out too. Alright, I hope you like my video. Okay, now I'm actually back to the hotel. The place just now was very busy, and there are some special occasions there, so it's very noisy, very difficult to make videos, do any recording. Now, just to add what I've said just now on this particular kueh chap, well, basically the soup base is very important. Okay, the soup base is basically made out of light soya sauce, and maybe a bit and some dark soya sauce, and cinnamon, star anise, and some Chinese herbs. Okay, so now because of these herbs, if you don't control nicely, the soup may get bitter. And then when they use this soup to, they will first use this soup to braise the meat. After that, they will remove the meat, of which they are going to use this soup and add some water, either water or stock, to dilute it so that it can become a soup. Okay, so it's actually drinkable soup. So the tricky part of making this drinkable soup is this. Number one, the herbs can have some bitterness, so you need to control the bitterness. Number two, the light soya sauce can be salty, yeah, so you need to control the savory, yeah, the saltiness. And number three, you need to control, give it a bit of sugar, yeah, to balance up all the flavor here. So if you ask me, this one, it has a very nice, smooth, balanced flavor. It has savory, it has the herbs fragrance, it has the nature sweetness from the soup. So yeah, I like it a lot. You can actually find quite a lot of kueh chap in Kuching. I'm sure this is definitely one of the best. Do give it a try if you ever come to Kuching, Sarawak. Okay, so we'll see you again. Let me see how to off this.